Alright, good. Heck, let's I did end up pre-ordering Monster Hunter, but I don't know if I'm gonna play it on stream. More likely I'll just play with friends.
Right.
Oh! I get it!
Oh, question mark. Quest?
Say! Come on!
Talk to the woman.
I'm... Well?
Let's...
Yeah. Well?
Okay, running away from a marriage? Surprisingly, I mean, I guess appropriatingly
Oh, no.
melodramatic for this game.
Huh? I see.
Aww.
No. Right.
Say!
Alright, I mean, just delivering a letter. What could be? Simple now.
All right. Thank you.
Hey!
That's true. Well... I see.
Navy blue, paired with the devil.
Well...
Fast travel? Oh.
Yeah.
Man, oh, hey, we leveled it. Interesting here.
Oh!
You know...
Thought I was,
It's a detective's responsibility to help those in need!
and we've walked around anybody in a blue suit. Corner? Oh. I think it was. Let's go in. It doesn't say anything. Good. Guess you wouldn't want to wait on the outside.
Master?
Yeah. What?
Well,
Nah. Oh no. Well.
Oh, wait, he trained his tune surprisingly quickly.
Huh?
Thanks a lot.
no. Yes, for now.
This is surprisingly normal? Wait, what? Nothing uneventful.
And that's what happened.
Thank goodness. Thank you.
Or it's a troll.
Well,
Gonna find out later?
No.
huh?
That must be the way of the simp. That's it? That seems, I don't know. Seems long.
Oh,
But huh?
I'll boom kill you!
This side. Oh,
Yeah.
Hey,
checking the door.
There's a large mansion beyond the gate over there. I wonder if that's the second crime scene.
That's probably it. Let's go inside.
It's closed, as expected.
Would have been easier for you to climb the
Are
thing,
you sure?
know? It makes a lot of noise and, you know, way more conspicuous. Let's close it behind you.
It looks like a...
I hope there aren't any ghosts around. I have a feeling they'll appear this time.
I've been meaning to ask, but aren't you kind of a ghost yourself?
The incident occurred about 3 months ago. The victim was Ali Hohen, the owner of this mansion. He had no family and lived alone. The mansion is now empty and dilapidated.
Resident Evil.
The crime scene is in the study near the back. Let's go. The Nailman killings had another common factor, besides the locked room. The first person to find the body
Yeah, that's
was
incredibly
always the
sus.
same person.
That worshiper from church? Do you suspect him too?
What he said did make sense. He's been obsessed with the Nailman and had access to the names of potential victims. It's not too surprising for him to be the first on the scene each time.
I guess I shouldn't assume things going into this.
That's right. It's down this hallway. The crime scene is in the room on the right side. There's little time. Let's head straight there.
Ha! Think you're partners now just because you held hands with my master? I'll have you know, Master and I are connected on a much deeper level.
Don't make it sound so suggestive.
Back here.
You know,
By the way,
Oh, we can go upstairs.
well,
Oh, no, I can't. Never mind. The upstairs is not real. Kind of weird the electricity still works. Alright, who's paying for the milk?
feels like a jump scare's coming up.
So this is the study where the crime took place.
Oh, it's open. I wonder if the lock was broken at the time of discovery here, too. There's nothing left here either. It's all cleaned up.
Dude, why are the fish still alive?
I don't want to do it, but I suppose I can share my post-cognition again here.
Are you sure?
Don't make a big deal out of it. Just make it quick.
That's true.
Yeah.
Rejected.
That's right. That's right.
Very well.
Wait.
Yeah.
Say,
The crime scene of the murder is vividly brought to life before us. It all happens in silence, as though awakening from an eternal slumber. But the corpse will never wake up again. Even if the corpse did awaken, the nails pinning him down would prevent him from rising. The door is the only entrance and exit to the room. There are no windows and the vent is small. I don't see any escape routes from the locked room. Maybe the doll nailed to the wall holds the answer to this bizarre mystery.
I'm...
Oh! A lot considered.
Master, is holding hands all it takes to get you hot and heavy? You're making me sad.
No. Though I am curious, is Halara a man or a woman?
What's wrong? Is something bothering you?
Not at all. I guess it'd be pretty rude to ask now. Oh!
However,
They're counterfeits, not a single one is genuine.
yeah.
Oh!
Beats me.
Oh!
Beats me.
I see.
It appears.
What does that mean?
It appears.
Now, the altered painting probably is important.
Well,
Huh? Is it?
Yeah.
I see.
There's only one doll comparatively. there was a nearly obnoxious number of dolls nailed to the walls in the other crime scenes. Maybe there was no room to nail them to the walls because of all the bookshelves in the way? Wait, this doll has both eyes gouged out. Did the culprit do this on purpose? This keeps getting more and more disturbing.
But it's kinda creepy cute. I want to put one next to the top of a staircase so people can run into it at night.
Why would you want to do that?
You know, this doll seems made of cheaper materials compared to the other ones.
Hey, you're right. Like it's made of resin instead of porcelain. The texture looks cheap, but also more durable.
Too bad it doesn't have eyeballs.
The eye holes are connected to each other in the head cavity. It's like that darkness is staring into me. Huh? There's a mark on the edge of the eye holes near the nose. How did this mark get here?
Okay, well, different materials all. That's kind of important.
Locked room mysteries. My question to you is, why do you think culprits create these locked room mysteries?
To make it look like the victims
Well, I mean,
committed
there's no way you could have
suicide?
nailed yourself to the floor.
Correct. By cutting the space off from the outside, the murder is made to look as if the victim killed himself. However, the culprit of the Nailman killings doesn't seem to care about making it appear that way. So why make it out to be a locked room mystery? I believe the reason lies in the mystical nature of the Nailman and how it bolsters the urban legend's legitimacy. It's locked for the sake of self-branding, making this a rather rare case.
I see.
Master, are you sure you get it?
I do! Maybe. That's true.
It
The victim is a well-built man, approximately 30 years old. The corpse here is also covered in nails. His appendages and chest are all nailed to the floor.
The owner of this mansion made his fortune in real estate from an early age. But along with aggressive land sharping and other illicit transactions, he made shady deals with Amaterasu Corp.
Oh,
There
there's
are
an Amaterasu
several
Corp
reasons he
type.
hated. A doll with his name on it was bound to be nailed in the church forest.
I wonder how the person who cursed him feels now that he's actually dead.
Perhaps they feel no responsibility. They just hopped on the urban legend bandwagon.
Is that really the case? Wait, this is odd.
Did you find something?
Look closely. The length of the nails driven into the corpse are all slightly different.
The length isn't the problem here. It's how hard they were hammered in.
What do you mean?
The nails driven into the lower torso went through the body and into the floor. But the nails in the upper torso did not penetrate all the way through the body.
But why would the culprit not hammer the nails in as hard on the upper body?
That's not the only unnatural thing. Take a look at the blood. The nail wounds on the lower torso appear to be bleeding sideways. But the upper torso wounds are bleeding vertically down toward his waist.
The blood flows differently between the upper and lower body?
Maybe the upper and lower torsos are different people, and they were smushed together after death.
That's disturbing. The cause of death here appears to be strangulation as well. And like the others, there are rope marks around the neck and traces of a struggle. Oh, But on a closer look, there's a mark left by a thin string on the back of his neck.
Wait, maybe that's what the rope thing was for, to
It
cause
couldn't have
those
been the
marks.
rope that was used
So
to
it looks like there
strangle
was a
him.
struggle.
The thickness is completely different.
There are two different types of string marks on the body. Was he strangled twice? But even then, it'd be odd to only have marks behind his neck. And why do the strings have different thicknesses?
Anyway, it's an important piece of evidence.
Yeah. There is a vent. Directly above the door.
There's a vent, but it's too small for a person to fit through. And it's also screwed shut from the inside. It seems impossible to remove.
What's this now? Master, I discovered something. There are marks in the gap between the fence, like something scraped against it.
Really?
But given your height, you couldn't see it even if you stood on a chair.
Halara, can you use that chair to peek into the vent?
I will do so for 10,000
Wow.
Yen.
Okay, my timing for each kid.
charging me for it?
I jest. The marks in the vent seem to be left by strings rubbing against it. Did someone hitch a string to it or something? It shouldn't even be visible from your perspective. I'm surprised you noticed.
Oh, it was just a hunch.
See? I told you I'm useful. I do way more than just float around. You should give me 10,000 Yen as a reward.
I'm getting a headache. This is...
I'll...
Okay. That looks exactly the same.
The door here can only be locked with a key. However, there is only the master key. No spares exist. The scenario resembles the locked room mystery in the casino. We can disregard the possibility of a duplicate key. The master key was found in this room at the time of discovery.
This is also similar to the locked room mystery in the secret club.
But there is one difference. The key was found underneath the corpse.
Under the corpse? But we can't move the corpse in the past, so we can't confirm if that's true.
Post-cognition isn't all-powerful, but it's a fact that the key was found under the corpse. I have a crime scene photo, taken back then, in my jacket pocket. No detail has slipped past my efforts.
He's super confident, or he...
Right.
What? Cat photo.
Huh?
Jump scare cat
What's
photo.
This?
Wait, not that one. I meant the other photo. This one's unrelated to the case.
Oh, this is it. You're right. The key's near the middle of his back. But can this photo be trusted? Could it be something the peacekeepers fabricated?
The peacekeepers acknowledged the incident occurred in a locked room. Besides, there's no need for fabrication. After all, it would be more convenient for them to have fewer mysteries to deal with.
That's true. Sorry for being doubtful.
No, that's expected of a detective. You're starting to figure out how to do your job.
Was that a compliment?
Is that really all it takes to please you?
Also, I drew a sketch of the room's state on the back of that photo. Remember it well.
Yeah, okay. But why a sketch? How can it help solve the mystery?
Maybe the layout.
Also, What was with that cat photo anyway? That's surprisingly cute.
Oh, we got so many keys now. Could be everything.
Looks like there's...
Alright, gotta go to the art gallery or whatever. Then see if we can actually make it through the dungeon.
Now we've gathered enough evidence. Though it appears complicated at first glance, the answer is simple.
Huh? Halara, did you already solve the locked room mystery?
What? You haven't?
There's no way to solve it with what we have. How was the room locked?
It's unfit for one detective to ask another that question. For the sake of your own pride, you must figure it out. Unless you'd like to hire me to do it for you. It won't come cheap.
I'll figure it out myself.
It's really all about the money with Halara.
The longer I'm with Halara, the deeper into debt I'll get. It's starting to scare me.
Now, let us be swift. Next up is
Yeah,
our
we have to do
last
all
crime
this
scene.
within 3 hours because of the
Wait!
whole time limit. Like, how are you even getting around town that fast?
The next one is the art gallery at
Right.
It did take half an hour to do that scene, so
So
this
this is the
thing will
art
probably
gallery.
be another half hour. Then I don't know, leaves an hour for the mystery to.
It's closed due to special circumstances.
The murder occurred only about a month ago. But I'm certain the crime scene has been cleaned up like the others. Not that it matters to me.
Wait! It's not a good idea to break into the art gallery!
Did you say something?
That's our Halara.
The crime scene is deep inside the art gallery. It's one of many storage rooms. Come, I won't allow time to be wasted.
Wait, please! Oh!
Well,
What is it?
Is this the storage room where the crime scene took place? It's locked.
We're going in.
Dude, what if there's a metal door and you can't
Like
kick
a
it
couple
in?
of thugs or something. Was the first on the scene the person from the church again?
As expected, it's the same worshiper. And he did say he was following the victim after finding a doll with the same name. He saw the victim enter the building late at night. He then searched the premises with the art gallery staff. When they opened this storage
Why was
room,
the victim?
they discovered the body of
art
the victim
gallery
inside
storage
it.
room?
The door was locked at the time of discovery, and the key was found inside.
ooh, another locked room mystery. That's more total. But I'm starting to get bored. It's not so special anymore.
What do you mean special? People have died. Let's start investigating.
Yeah, sounds good.
These are all references to actual paintings. This is clearly based on an actual painting.
It appears.
Post-cognition reveals the room looked vaguely hazy in my eyes, even with the rows of vivid paintings within the art gallery. The smell of paint oil that permeated the room wasn't that of the past, but the present. If even the smells from the past could be recreated, the stench of the corpse would be much more overwhelming.
You know? Yeah.
This is...
What?
You have to release and then back out.
I'll find out for you!
Wait, what? Listen to this tiny ass window.
The only way in or out of here besides the door is this window.
The window jets out and is used as a vent. It doesn't appear big enough for someone to move through.
Currently, it opens outwards slightly, but there are no other suspicious traces on it. It seems impossible to enter or exit through here. This is...
That's...
A large painting lies on the floor, and a doll is nailed against the canvas. One nail goes through the head, another nail is in the chest. But the nail in the chest also passed through the circular hole on the key's handle.
Okay, that's the problem.
Did the culprit leave the storage room after nailing the doll and key to the painting? If that's the case, how did they lock the room? The key was nailed to the picture, so it couldn't have been used.
Well, that's what makes it a locked room mystery. I'm sure they figured out some trick.
And I need to find out what that trick is. This is...
I'm...
It's one of those edgelord protagonists ever. Still multiple things to move.
What place is suspicious?
Sculpture covered door.
Oh!
It appeared.
I'll...
There's a nail stuck in a painting. The killer must have hammered a nail into the portrait instead of a doll. Why is there such a fixation on dolls? The crime scenes so far have all been abnormal, but this one's just
Okay,
sick
well,
and
they couldn't just
twisted.
nail the doll to the other thing because all the racks and stuff, so clearly something about these.
Oh!
But...
Oh!
I see.
Oh, that's the scream? Yeah, these are all references to famous painting.
Well,
This one's really famous.
This is...
Well, it's from a different perspective.
that's...
It's over here.
Yeah.
You better hurry or you'll run out of time.
Oh!
Beats me.
The corpse of a young woman. She has nails all over her body, as expected.
The victim's name is Issa Moed. She used her good looks to have relations with many men. The amount of suspects who could have written her name on the doll is nearly too high.
Is this like a sin thing?
The
Because
victim
one
has
of them's a
those
casino
same
runner, the
marks
other one's
that
like
suggest
a...
being strangled to
Oh.
death. Huh? But there aren't any scratches that would have been left from a struggle. And
You noticed as well.
yeah, there's a wound on the back of her head. It looks pretty deep. This may be the real cause of death. But
I will not.
that's... what were you able to...
What is the point?
Well, I was...
You want to see your lost?
The fact of the matter is, even if I could see your past, the information would not be of any use to you.
Huh?
Psychometry doesn't allow me to pick and choose what to perceive. Rather, I can only see fragments flash by. I cannot consciously access desired information. It's why I trained at the WDO to develop it into a forte specialized for investigations.
Any piece of information would be valuable to me. If I can get even a little piece of my memory...
If you insist, I'll consider it once this investigation is done. How about 100,000 Xian per use?
Let's discuss it later. That sounded cheap to me somehow. My sense of money is getting all messed up.
Well done, Elara!
There are 2 keys that open this door. Only one of them was inside the room at the time of discovery. The other one was owned by a member of the art gallery staff. That staff member always carried the extra key and used it to enter this room when the corpse was discovered.
Where was the key found inside usually kept?
It's supposed to be kept in the administrative office, but it's unknown if it was always there. Maybe it was lost and the culprit found it. Or perhaps the culprit secretly stole it. Either way, the culprit managed to obtain the key somehow.
One key was in the storage room. The other key was always carried by a staff member. If the culprit is that staff member, then this
Doesn't
wouldn't
explain
be
the
a
other
locked
two
room
murders.
mystery, right?
Why go through the trouble of making it look like a locked room murder if you'd immediately become the first suspect?
I guess you wouldn't.
Countered!
I've been wondering, did the culprit knock this paint can over? If so, it could have been used for some sort of trick.
It's unwise to make up your mind before conducting a proper investigation. It may have been like this before the murder, or it could have tipped over when the discovery was first made.
Right.
You got carried away in the hopes of getting complimented. Aren't you an eager little puppy?
Be quiet.
Oh, nope, nope. Sorry.
That should be enough.
Wait, we didn't look at the paint in the present.
Oh!
Almost missed out on 10 points there. Alright, so we have enough keys for the mystery dungeon?
That should do it for the room. Next is the window. It would be best to check outside of it. Go ahead. I'll stay here.
Outside the window? All right.
coming to inspect the window, but our buddy here really insists you do everything yourself, huh? And my master does everything he's told, like a good little underling detective.
Halara is right. This is something I took on myself. I can't just rely on everyone else after putting on a tough front for that kid. That's why I have to do it.
Or maybe Halara's just taking advantage of you. It's obvious money is that one's only motivation.
They're into cat pics too.
Even so, I think it's the right thing to do as a professional detective.
Master, being overly nice for no reason is stupid. It's why you're so deep in debt.
I know, but...
What are you mumbling about? Did you check the window?
Oh, right! I'll do it right away.
Outside the window, could that have anything to do with the locked room?
I wonder what Halara discovered.
You know, I think Halara is just having fun pushing you around.
I hope that's not the case.
Let's rest!
Hmm?
Actually...
Me?
Anyway...
Yeah.
Some ability. What points do you have left? We have a lot of memory, Cap. Wait, does slowing down the barrel rotation even... Wait, why do these have stats? Wait. What's big? Alright. We're like not even through the first mystery and we're almost at all the ability. Yeah. Save two.
I see.
Here's the window.
Well, see anything strange?
No, nothing strange about it.
I see. Try entering through the window.
What? Between the gap? That's impossible.
Just try it.
Okay. I can't. I can't even put my arm through this gap. I can stick a finger in, but that's it.
I thought so. Good job. You can return now.
Huh? Are you sure? Did you figure something out?
Did you not?
No, not at all. What's that about?
Hey! What are you doing here?
Huh? I'm not doing anything shady.
I'll call the peacekeepers.
Wait! I'm a peacekeeper.
What? Of Amaterasu Corporation?
Yes,
You totally...
What did you say?
We are special investigators for Amaterasu Corporation.
Cool, man.
We are currently investigating a case. Civilians must not interfere.
Huh? Oh, right. I'm sorry.
Hey, Halara, are you sure it's okay to lie like that?
I've told you before that deception is necessary to finish an investigation quickly. By the way, aren't you an employee here? There's something I'd like to ask you. Can you bring over the staff member who discovered the body from that murder case a month ago?
Oh, that would be me.
Perfect. Describe the events for us.
I'm scared to even remember it, but if it's part of the investigation, then I have no choice.
I'll leave the rest up to you.
Sure.
All right.
Now, please tell us what happened on the day of the murder.
That day, I was doing my closing procedures when someone from the church appeared. He said he wanted me to help him find someone and that he knew the person was inside the art gallery. So we looked around the premises together, but didn't find anyone. According to him, there was a chance that the person he was looking for was being pursued by the Nail Man. I couldn't help but feel terrified when I heard that.
How did you notice something was off about the storage room?
The lights were on, even though they were usually off, so I went to take a look. The door was locked, so I opened it with the key I had. But I was afraid to go any further. So I let the church person go first and open the door while I watched from behind. And then there was a corpse.
Did you touch the body?
Of course not. I was too afraid and froze at the entrance.
What about the churchgoer?
He saw what happened at the doorway and didn't go any further.
Are you positive you didn't touch anything inside after unlocking the door?
Yes, but the churchgoer accidentally kicked a paint can over when he opened the door. And paint spilled all over the floor.
So that paint was from back then.
Okay, I get the picture. Thank you. You may go now.
Oh, right.
That brings all the information together. It's time to resolve the case.
Wait! I still have no idea what happened.
Time does not wait for you. Our deadline is approaching. You hurry back to the detective agency.
Huh? What about you?
Worry not. When you're in trouble, say my name. Halara Nightmare shall rush to your aid.
And gone. What are you gonna do, Master? We've checked everything we can. All that's left is to point out the true culprit, but...
If only it were that easy. I have no clue what to do.
Stop being so pathetic. Why don't we go back to the detective agency for now? We might get to see Fuzzhead get executed.
All right, we need to help him.
Wait, what? We can't trigger the... mystery dungeon whenever we want?
I need to hurry back before the chief gets...
Oh, you can't bust them.
executed. Halara seems to know who the real culprit is. That's incredible.
Come on! Where's your competitive spirit? You might be a trainee, but you're still a detective.
See? Oh wait, hold on. What happened? Oh, Oh, return for some time. That's all right. Basically, the mystery dungeon is gonna take a while.
It's about time.
Hey, wait! You said I had 3 hours, huh? My watch says I still got 5 minutes!
You need to get your watch repaired. Oh dear. The watchmaker is currently detained as a suspect. Just throw away that piece of trash then. Besides, you're out of time anyway. Take him away.
Wait! Oh, Yuma! I knew you'd save me!
And you are.
I was the one investigating the Nailman murders.
Oh, I see. So, you're the one who interfered with our work at the clock tower.
Take them both.
Well, I will honor your courage for confessing and turn a blind eye to that incident. You must drop this case. If you do, we will leave without pursuing any further action. That'd be the ideal solution for all
Or
of
I
us.
just get the
What
bad
do you
guys.
say?
Yuma, think carefully about this. Solving the case is good and all, but think about my well-being, please?
Dropping the case would end this peacefully, but still.
Please! Get my dad back! You may be a trainee, but you are still a detective. Once you have accepted a job, you must finish it.
I can't back down now. The Nailman killings haven't been solved yet. I will find the truth.
Huh?
Oh, you've said it now. There's no pulling out of this one anymore.
Then our deal is off. He comes with us. This is for directly interfering with our work and bringing strife to Conai Ward.
But
Please, wait! Before you go! Please listen to what I've discovered while investigating the past Nailman killings.
You investigated the previous killings. We handle all the information for those cases. Now that they're closed, there's nothing left at the crime scenes. I have no time for your lies.
The Peacekeeper report didn't say anything about the cause of death. All of the victims were strangled to death, weren't they? I suspect this fact hasn't been made public.
How did you know that?
So the cause of death was kept under wraps. I hope you see now. My investigation is legitimate.
Non-public information.
Please, let me continue.
Let's say I
will
did it.
catch the true culprit.
I don't know where you obtained that information. However, it appears that you must be arrested as well.
Huh?
You are suspected of espionage. I believe an interrogation is in order. Take him away.
What? Wait, please listen to me!
You almost had it, but got too carried away, rookie.
Worry not. When you're in trouble, say my name.
Yeah, Halar's gonna dynamic
Alara
entry.
Nightmare shall rush to your aid.
That's right! Alara! Please help! Alara, not!
It appears you require the aid of a great detective.
Okay, she's just gonna beat them all up.
You came for me!
Yeah, as I said I would.
You committed acts of violence against the Amaterasu Corporation peacekeepers. Not once, but twice.
Sorry! I promised to give him a stern lecture after this. Can we please keep things on the down low?
We've
Mr.
already
Sam,
like pissed them off.
Are you alright?
Who do you think we are? In
I
this
like the guy
town,
still
Maya?
holding the megaphone.
You are nothing but an audience. The resolution is premiering now. The leading role belongs not to you or me, but to you.
Me? I'm the lead guy here?
I've set the stage for you to solve the case. The time has come for you to risk it all as a detective. Expose the true culprit.
Oh, okay, it's one of the church guys.
What's going on?
I don't know why I was brought here. Can I go home?
So that's what you meant about setting the stage. I mean, Halara did suggest the real killer was among the people at the church. And now I have to point them out here?
Probably the priest or
Hey,
the.
Yuma. Are you sure you got this? Are you really sure? There's no room to mess up here, you know?
What do I do? I haven't gathered my thoughts
Well,
yet.
that's why at the time for
It's
you
not like I can
mystery
just
dungeon
ask for more time here.
Yeah, I don't think so. Laura seems to know the answer already, so why don't you just pay up for it?
But that would waste all of Halara's efforts setting the stage for me.
Huh. So you want to
Yeah, I'm
solve
already
this all on
not
your
solving
own.
this on my own. It's fine.
If you can't ask Halara for help, why don't you try asking me instead?
You mean the mystery labyrinth?
The peacekeepers aren't just gonna stand by and listen to your deduction here. Things are just gonna escalate, and it might even end up with more deaths.
Oh no.
And that's where yours truly comes in. We have the information we need from the investigation. All that's left is to solve the case with the mystery labyrinth.
But if I do that...
There's always a price to pay. When I read the soul of the true culprit, the mystery labyrinth created by the culprit is destroyed. But as a price, the source that created the mystery labyrinth also perishes.
Which means the real culprit will die.
Huh? This killer's a total psycho who's already killed many others. Why do you care so much?
I don't even know if it's the same person.
Don't you want to solve this case, Master? What about your promise to that kid?
What's wrong, Yuma? If you don't...
What is this nonsense about a resolution? I don't have time for this.
I will make you listen by force if needed. That is my job as assistant.
Well, you better hurry, or things will start getting bloody around here.
Fuck.
That's the spirit. Well, Master, are you mentally and physically prepared?
She does the Sailor Moon transformation every time.
What?
Wait, Laura can see this too?
Has time stopped?
Halara, how are you moving right now?
Yuma, what happened? Is this someone's forte?
Shinigami, Halara's in here too.
Not so.
You knew this would happen?
Master, you used your coalescence, remember? Your ability isn't like some one-way street. You have the power to borrow someone's abilities, and you share yours as well. Laura here ended up wandering into the Mystery Labyrinth because of that effect, I think.
You're not even sure?
Who are you?
This'll take too long to explain, plus I don't feel like it. So I'll give that all over to Master! The rabbit hole we go!
Mystery Labyrinth time? Okay, let's see if we can finish this within the hour. Probably not.
Where am I?
What should I do? I'll need to explain everything, won't I?
We don't have much of a choice now. No point in keeping secrets here.
Halara? Let me explain.
Fast forward through it. Yep.
And that's how this mystery labyrinth involving the Nailman killings materialized.
I see. So mystery labyrinths are materialization of mysteries themselves, and the truth is encased deep within. I appear to have underestimated you. This is an amazing forte. I must admit, it's quite a superhuman power. As far as I know, no other ability comes close to this. Who are you? I refuse to think you're just a trainee detective.
To be honest, this isn't my ability.
Before you continue, tell me, who is that woman beside you?
Her name is Shinigami. I think the simplest way to describe her is that she's a guide for the Mystery Labyrinth.
That's me! I'm also Master Scaracute Mentor.
On to my next question.
You're just gonna ignore me?
You mentioned the Nailman case just now. I had heard the rumors about that around town. Why are you investigating that case?
Huh? What are you talking about?
The Nailman.
You don't remember? There was a young...
I do remember you received a request from a
Wait, the
child
version they
about
come
some
in,
case,
their memories get
and
messed
you
up.
ended up seeking my help. The cost for hiring me was
Hope you remember that part.
$5,500,000,
You remember the exact amount.
but I can't remember what the case involved. I do vaguely recall investigating something.
Okay, they probably lose the memory when they leave the mystery labyrinth.
My mind is clouded. I don't remember exactly what was being investigated or what was discovered.
Could that?
Yeah, it's because of the Mystery Labyrinth. The Mystery Labyrinth is a fortress protecting the truth, so outsiders usually can't reach it. If someone did happen to wander in, their memories of the case would be locked away. Though, if you have a pact with me, you wouldn't be affected. But I guess that part of the pact can't be shared.
This is the Mystery
Okay,
Labyrinth's
so
defense mechanism.
because she already figured it out,
It makes sense
it
for a
prevents
vault
her
that
from just
protects
telling
its
you
treasure,
here.
the truth, to have a significant level of security.
Yep, totally not strange at all. Halara here sure is smart.
Halara.
Oh, don't mind her. She gives people random nicknames.
Anyway, since my memories of the case have been taken away, I will provide a supporting role for your investigation.
Supporting role?
As long as we're in here, I will act as your assistant. Well, that's the same as our original agreement.
That means...
we can't rely on Halara's detective skills to
What is she
blast
gonna
through
do?
this dungeon. That's unfortunate, but it's still nice to have an ally.
Hey, Master, before we head into the mystery labyrinth, let's do that thing.
Huh? What thing?
Master, are you ready to give your life for the truth?
Yeah, I am.
Well, this world is just full of surprises. I assume that sword is used to cut down enemies interfering with your progress through the mystery labyrinth.
You're right. It's a special sword that can interact with things here.
I better materialize the solution keys I got during the investigation, too. That was a lot. Here you go.
Do you have to vomit them out every time?
What? Should I use a different hole instead?
Sorry, please don't mind her.
All right, we're all set. Now, let's unriddle this mystery labyrinth. Our target is the true culprit who preys on the truth.
Does the dungeon look different at least?
I understand that progressing through this mystery labyrinth will allow us to obtain the truth. But what happens to us if we can't find it?
We'd be lost, wandering around here forever.
But as long as we reach the truth, it doesn't matter how much time we spend here.
Oh, I forgot to mention this, but there's a time limit for solving the mystery labyrinth.
Can't stay here forever.
Oh, what?
There's a limit to how long you can stay in here. Stick around too long and your soul will leave your body behind. Your soul will wander until it's eventually absorbed by the mystery labyrinth, and you vanish entirely. In other words, you die.
Why are you laughing? You should have told me this a long time ago!
Now relax, quit whining. A detective is bound to die anyway. Isn't that right, Hallara?
It's no different from our usual line of work. A detective's life is always on the line.
See? Listen up, Master. You might learn something.
You're taking this awfully well, Hallara. What?
They seem to represent the 4 crime scenes. I assume that solving all 4 will
alright.
allow us to progress.
Oh,
You see? Master, this is your job. So what's first? How about starting with the clock tower, since
Shouldn't
it was
we
the
do it
first
in
one you
order?
investigated?
if the numbers are set chronologically, then the clock tower would be the 4th locked room mystery.
You can start with the first one?
The clock tower crime. Ha!
First off,
Okay. Why start at the last one?
Let's solve this thing!
Alright, this one might go.
Are you going to...
this is an exact replica of the clock tower crime scene. Shinigami, you didn't recreate it with your powers, did you?
No, I can only do that when I hit you so hard in the head you almost died. It looks to me like the crime scene materialized in the labyrinth on its own.
The fourth locked room is the latest chronologically, correct?
That's right. And this is also what got me involved in the Nailman killings.
What are the details of the case? Try to tell me as concisely as possible.
The crime was a locked room murder inside the storage room of a clock tower. In the middle of the room was a woman's corpse covered in countless nails.
Which means that's the corpse.
Yeah, there were also lots of dolls nailed to the walls. It looked just like one of those bizarre crime scenes left behind by that Nailman guy from the urban legend.
Hence the Nailman killings. From the look of it, the door was locked from the inside.
Yeah, it was locked until the body was discovered.
There's only one window, and its shutters were down as well. I see. So the shutters were locked too.
This is the third floor of the clock tower. It's too high up to jump from here.
So it really is a locked room mystery.
Hey! If this is a locked room, aren't we stuck in here too? Oh no! Master! You're trapped unless you solve this mystery! Otherwise, you'll run out of time and your soul gets snuffed out! You better hurry!
Hey! Huh?
I see. So that's how to make the questions
Laura
appear.
is completely unfazed.
I'm surprised you're so calm after seeing that. Here. It had
Nope.
the culprit.
And
When I arrived, it was wet underneath.
which means the window was open not too long ago.
It's likely the culprit escaped through the window and closed the shutters on the way out.
Is it possible to close the shutters from the outside?
Yes, this style of shutter automatically locks, so if you let go of the shutters at the right height, its momentum pulls it down. And once down, it locks all on its own. In other words, the culprit held up the shutters while moving outside. Once they let go, it automatically locked.
In that case, let's try leaving this locked room in the same way!
Right, let's try it.
Nope.
The Nailman killings have already been
What's the
solved.
giant hair?
Is he the...
It's a mystery phantom! The people covering up the case in the real world are manifested like that here to stop us!
You think the culprit really escaped from here, this high up? If you fall, you die. Why don't you give it a try?
Help!
Hey, don't drag me down with you!
We can't leave a guest behind, Hallara! It would be downright unmannerly! It's so simple!
Oh. Press the correct button when you think you have the correct answer.
This might be a little tough for you, Master.
Yuma, the mystery labyrinth is a manifestation of a mystery. So solving it will get us out of this, right?
I think so!
The culprit wouldn't have fallen out of the window like we did. They would need a tool to get up and down.
A tool?
You should have found something during the investigation. I was helping you, after all. You must have seen the answer with your own eyes. Try to remember.
No! I can't dodge it!
Master, concentrate!
Must be it!
That's it! We found the burnt remains of that rope in the incinerator at the church. The culprit had used that rope to escape through the window. The nail that was stuck in the doll under the window had some rub marks on it. The culprit must have tied the rope there. That's why those nails had been hammered in below the window.
It wouldn't be possible to climb down a rope simply hooked onto a window, unless you've had special training for it. There's no way an amateur could manage it. That can't be how things went down.
In that case, it couldn't have been an ordinary rope. It must have been...
Rope ladder?
What's that? I can't hear you!
Don't worry, I'm right here with you.
There's no way I can dodge
Dude,
it!
is this a glitch? It's so weird that there's like no time.
It wouldn't be possible to climb down a rope simply hooked onto a window, unless you...
It's so annoying I have to do that part.
Don't worry,
Like, I didn't have
I'm
any
right
time.
here with you. In spirit, anyway.
Ow! We're alive, I think.
Yuma, are you okay?
Yeah, thanks. You saved me, Halara.
Correct. It's all thanks to me. Money well spent, no?
Well, it was a lot of money.
Come on! Are you two just gonna keep staring at each other all day? Let's get out of this locked room!
Right.
So this is the rope ladder in question. It certainly would help you escape. The details of the case are still unclear to me. Was this found in the church's incinerator?
That's right. It didn't concern me at the time, but it makes sense now. The rope can be folded in the middle, and then the ends can be connected together. And that's how they made a rope ladder.
What makes you so sure it was used here?
The nail under the window showed signs of friction from a rope, and had some yellow fibers on it. A clergy member showed me the rope's burnt remains, and I noticed it was the
What
same
kind of
yellow
rules out
color.
that guy, right? Because
And
why
there were
would he
footprints
report
on the
that?
ground below the
if he
window
was
of
the
the
one who
clock
killed
tower, facing the wall. Thinking about it now, these were clearly signs that someone climbed down the rope ladder and landed there.
Wait, wasn't the rope ladder hitched on that nail? How did they get it down from the bottom?
The culprit could have cut it one rung at a time as they descended. By the time they reached the bottom, it would have been one long single rope, which they could easily pull down.
The window's shutters fell due to its weight and locked automatically, completing the locked room.
Yep, that's a stellar deduction. Major props.
That's so complicated,
Me
man.
for training you!
The culprit used that rope ladder to escape the clock tower. What of it? That doesn't change our verdict at all. The Watchmaker is the culprit.
Master, boom, kill the mystery phantom blocking your path!
Yeah!
These deductions of yours are unnecessary. It's clear who the culprit is. The Watchmaker was nearby at the time of the crime. The Watchmaker was also at the scene. And he had a hammer for the nails. In other words, he committed the crime. After committing the crime, just as you deduced, he created that locked room. And escaped via the rope ladder.
Oops, wait, what? Oh, you have to use triangle, right? Get up your heights.
The Watchmaker is afraid of heights. He couldn't even look out the windows as he went up the tower. No way he climbed a rope ladder that high up. So it's impossible for him to have committed the crime. He's not the nail man.
Damn you!
You said these mystery phantoms try to cover up the case, right? Which means the Peacekeeper Seth is trying to do just that.
I don't know why, but it's clear the Peacekeepers are involved with this case.
Perhaps it is connected to Kanai Ward's ultimate secret. All the more reason to seize the truth. Let's go.
Right.
Jeez, who's the protagonist here?
By the way, Yuma, about your sword. Does it only work on cues and mystery phantoms?
The solution blade works against anything in the mystery labyrinth. So don't cut your allies by mistake, Master.
You could have told me that sooner.
Can I use that sword?
Ooh, so sorry. Only Master is able to use it because he made a pact with yours truly. You may be under the effects of coalescence, but you're just an extra here, Helara. So, nope, you can't use the solution blade.
I was merely curious. Regardless, it's best I act as support, since I don't have any memories of what happened. Let's return to the case.
Is she gonna keep these memories
Assuming the
inside the
Watchmaker isn't the
inside
culprit,
the labyrinth? Once
do you have any notion of who is?
I'm guessing no.
I do. Halara, during the investigation, you claimed one of the people at the church is the culprit. I think I understand the reason why now. That rope was found inside the incinerator, which only clergy members could access.
In other words, whoever tried to destroy the evidence is a member of the church. Prompt and logical. I am quite impressive.
Wait, you're tooting your own horn?
You know...
Well?
I see.
Wow!
It's in the treasure chest.
Hey! A treasure chest! Can I open it? Check it out! A new solution key!
Okay, we gotta do 4 of these.
We're back to the original spot.
So, we cleared the first route. We just need to keep this up and go through each shrine one by one to gather clues about the culprit, which supposedly leads to solving the real-life case. I'm starting to understand how the mystery labyrinth operates.
You learn fast. Unlike a certain master I know.
If you're so impressed, why don't you just sign a pact with Halara?
Oh, are you sulking? You're the jealous kind, aren't you?
No, I'm not.
We're short on time, aren't we? Let's...
Right.
I can't. What do we do next? You can choose whichever you want.
Let's... Hey.
Gonna do it in reverse order?
Not bad at all.
Let's do it in reverse order.
The third locked room was a murder, pictures and paint. If you think you're... Are you going to the third locked room?
It's so weird that all has their own.
Did we get stuck inside a locked room again?
This was the corpse that was discovered by that worshipper and the art gallery employee. At the time of discovery, the door was locked and the key was nailed to a doll inside the room. Aside from the door, the only other entrance is the window, but it opens just enough to fit a finger in. The frame itself is too small for even a child to squeeze through. How did the culprit vanish from here? Here! I think the culprit could have only escaped from here, but...
Yeah, like,
Nothing's
what
happening.
other way could
We
it
made a
have...
mistake, Master.
No, that can't be right. It's impossible for anyone to squeeze through that window. They could have only gotten out through the door. I'm sure the culprit had the key and locked the door from the outside after committing the crime.
The culprit just used a copy of the key? Would that really be considered a locked room mystery?
Well, there are only 2 keys to the storage space.
Once again, that's
and
made
the
up. I
design makes
mean,
them
any key
impossible
can
to
be
duplicate.
duplicated.
I learned that thanks to you, Halara.
One of the keys is always carried by that one employee. It was used when the body was first discovered, right? And the only other key was nailed through a doll onto a painting. So, it is a locked room mystery! Right? Right? Oh, that's totally it.
I see. I suppose you could call it that. Hey, Yuma.
Oh,
Can you
yeah,
go
she's
check
really
outside
focused
of
on the
that
outside of
window?
that window.
Oh, just like before.
Before?
Yeah, you made me do the same thing in the real world when we were investigating this place.
I see. Then the answer has already been confirmed. Very well. This locked room is solved.
Huh? Wait, did you already solve this mystery?
You haven't? How about you go and check outside the window? Then even you will see.
Oh, it unlocked. Looks like you can go outside.
All right, let's go see.
Come on.
Well...
Hey, didn't you already check this in the real world? Why do it again?
Halara told me to check it twice. There must be an important clue outside that window.
Hey! Maybe the culprit threw the key in through the window. And that way, the key would be found inside.
Oh no, it would be nailed. It had to be nailed to it.
Well, how about that?
Is this the storage key?
Which means... Is This one's a freebie! I was right! Just
The culprit's through. Is that really the right?
Master! Hurry up and throw the key!
Nah, I don't think so.
Your footing's crumbling away! You're gonna fall!
The troll, maybe?
That's the right answer?
How? Didn't the culprit throw the key in there? That's why the key was found inside, right?
No, the crime scene wouldn't end up like that if we threw it in.
Yo,
The key
what a
was
big troll
nailed to a
enemy.
painting. That's not possible if you just throw it into the room.
Oh, right. But if the culprit didn't throw it in there, how is the key left in the room?
If you can't nail the key after throwing it...
You're
Wait,
back.
can't she just give us the answer?
The key vanished.
The key is in my hand.
Master! You got the doll and nail!
I see. So you're supposed to recreate the locked room in the same way the culprit did. Try it out. Doing so will create a new path.
Yeah, I'm gonna solve this.
Good luck, Master! You gotta think like the culprit, Master!
Yes, dude.
Blood place is suspicious. You have to recreate the...
Use everything you know. All that's left is to...
Where was the key? Oh, you have to do multiple.
There are a few things you... Wasn't the doll you...
Oh, okay. Every time you guess wrong.
There are a few... Wasn't...
No, it wasn't over here, right? Oh, this one?
There wasn't the...
Oh man, I'm just like losing I save? No, I can't. Where was the doll? I don't know.
Alright, first...
Wait. The key will...
Alright, damn, we're about to...
The culprit... Next, both were stood up at a certain location.
Better?
Why are you... You need to do...
Okay.
The painting was stood up facing the window.
Oh,
And now
okay.
the part with the pierced doll is right next to the window. After
You locked the door? I mean, you leave.
Then the culprit went outside. The door was locked.
Oh, you nail it in from here.
I can see the painting and doll through the window, but I can barely fit my hand through the gap.
The doll's got a nail in it, but the problem is that key in your hand, Master.
Yeah, the culprit...
No. The key wasn't just...
The culprit nailed the key to the painting, along with the doll from outside the window. Fine. I put
push the painting into the room. It completes the locked room mystery. This
we
is how
lost
the
a lot
culprit
of health
did
from
it.
that, but, yeah. Hey, we did.
It took some time, but you've reached the truth behind this locked room.
Throwing the key through the window would be obvious. So to mislead us into thinking that was impossible, the key was nailed to a painting which was then pushed over.
It's one thing for an amateur, but a detective wouldn't be tricked by this.
Seriously, only amateurs would get fooled by... Wait, you mean me?
Okay.
What is it?
Oh!
Well?
Probably another solution key.
Hey, who's gonna open this one? We should let the meanest one of us open it.
How would you decide that?
I'm the meanest. Let's check out this treasure. Huh?
What's wrong?
It's empty.
Huh? Why? After all we went through to solve this locked room.
This must mean solving the third locked room mystery.
Oh, wow. Well,
Doesn't
we won't work it.
necessarily bring us any closer to the ultimate.
That's terrible.
We can't call it quits. We gotta keep going.
Yeah, it's true. There was no, like, identifying features, right? Anybody could have done it.
All right.
Maybe I should load it. I mean, theoretically, you could just load and do all the stuff perfectly. But, I mean, I don't want to do that. Alright, we'll just work backwards.
The second locked room. The corpse was inside. If you think... Are you going?
If you took too much damage, I guess you could, like...
There are dolls nailed across the room. The victim is nailed down in the same manner. And the culprit was also missing from this room? It shares common traits with the other mailman killings.
And we're trapped again. Looks like you gotta solve the mystery of this locked room or we're not leaving.
I'll try.
Is this the one with the vent?
The door was lit and the only key. There are no windows that could have been used to escape. So how?
You have to bend the door, right?
Here. This has to be. To leave the room.
I keep getting
culprit
like
had to
thinking
have
that's like,
taken
oh, I'm
this
wrong
door to the
because of
hallway.
the thing showed up, but
Huh? There's nothing special about that.
But there's no other possibility. There isn't another entrance or exit.
But the door itself was locked and the key was found under the corpse, right? After locking it from outside in the hallway, how did the culprit enter the room and put the key under the corpse?
Try it. Everything must be verified.
alright, we gotta do this again.
Sure. After committing the crime, the culprit went out to the hallway with the key in hand. They then locked the door. Assuming that's the only way to create this locked room, the problem is...
What are you going to do with that key in your hand, Master? Don't tell me you still have no idea.
hold on, let me think this over.
It has something to do with the
We
vent,
should
right?
go back inside for now.
Because we had the strings.
Huh?
Looks like we're locked out.
This is bad, Master! You better hurry or you'll fall into the abyss!
What do I do?
Calm down. You just need to solve the mystery. Doing that will open the path. You can do it, can't you?
Yes, I'll try.
We have to put the key back in the locked room, right? In that case...
That's right. The key could be slid through the gap in the vent cover above the door. And if they manage to throw the key right under the corpse from here... It stopped. But nothing happened. The door is still closed.
If it was wrong, a trap would have activated. So we're on the right track about the key being thrown in.
But there's more to it than that. If you simply threw it in, it'd be impossible to position it under the corpse. I see. So this is the vital clue for this locked room. I'm beginning to understand what happened here.
Oh, Lara, have you already solved the trick to this locked room?
You haven't?
Hey, quit playing hard to get and tell us. Or just me. You can whisper it in my ear.
If you want information from me, you'll have to pay a fitting price in Xian.
If we don't get out of here, you die too.
I don't work
so.
for cheap.
You really are a devil. Trying to take money from a death god, huh?
The key was definitely tossed inside. But that doesn't explain how it got under the corpse. So, how did the culprit pull off that trick after tossing the key in?
Maybe the corpse was moved? That would explain how it was on top of the key.
But
oh well, the body was moved because remember the blood,
locked room.
the way the blood fell is different between the top and bottom.
The waist completely
Part of
blocked
the bottom.
off.
But the only things here that can block our progress are mysteries, right?
That's true. So, we just need to solve the mystery.
At least give me a heads up first.
It says, how was the corpse moved?
I've been trying to figure it out for a while, but...
Evidence was left at the scene.
Huh?
If you look at the evidence, you'll understand what tool the culprit used to pull this off.
Tool?
That's all the advice I'll provide. You must figure
Hey,
out the
true
rest
detective, I've
yourself
seen
if you
this
wish
show.
to be a true detective.
Got it.
Got it? You just want the mystery solved for you, huh? I can tell, because I'm your mentor. So, I'll help you out. Are you ready? You better be.
Doing the barrel
What?
section.
Ready for what?
Lay it all out, master!
Nice. Fast forward this part.
Twirling, twirling, twirling. I can't wait.
6-letter word.
Hurry, hurry on over.
Okay. String?
Nice.
Actually wanted to go faster then. String.
Go, go, go. Go, go, go.
there was evidence of a thin string being used at the scene of the crime. A sturdy and thin string like a fishing line must have been used to move the body.
You would think a tiny string could move a whole corpse.
There he is again! That rude and gloomy guy!
That deduction is wrong. You're wrong.
What could be wrong about it? Master sounded really confident just now.
Listen. The nails
It has
in
something
that
to do with the
corpse's
way the blood
leg
was
pierced through his body and into the floor. Which means the corpse was fixed in place.
Remember the top part
So
of the body,
how
the nails are
could
less.
the corpse be moved?
Oh, true. If the corpse was stuck in place, it'd be impossible to move it.
Indeed. It would be impossible.
Laura, you think so too? So I was wrong the whole time?
Probably only moved part of the body, the top part probably.
Huh?
The truth is,
Of course it is.
Master!
Your deduction is wrong. Do you have any proof that the corpse was moved? The corpse was fixed in place. It didn't move a millimeter. In fact, that corpse shows no sign it was ever moved.
Slash through this mystery. No, there was evidence the body had been moved. The upper and lower parts of the body bled out differently. The blood from the lower body flowed naturally outwards, along the body's outline. But blood from the upper body looks like it flowed in a downward direction, toward his hips. If the corpse was motionless on its back, there wouldn't be such unusual bloodstains. In other words, it's safe to assume the body's position was different from when it was discovered. What? What's this?
Ugh, gross! We gotta hurry and get through that door.
Unusual circumstances. It doesn't matter. As long as the corpse was pinned to the floor, it couldn't be moved. You can't change the truth.
Even this didn't work? Am I just wrong about it all?
Nah, the upper half was probably not
No,
nailed to the
you're
floor and
correct.
just fell on it after.
The answer you've reached using the evidence is the truth.
Laura!
There's no doubt a fine string was used in this case. Evidence at the crime scene indicate the corpse was moved. So all that remains is to answer, how was the pinned body moved? That bizarre bloodstain holds the clue to all of this.
The bloodstain? If the bloodstain is the clue for how the body could be moved, even while pinned...
Master, we gotta chase after the door! It's getting further away!
Hey, wait!
Sitting up.
That's right! The corpse was sitting up at first. That's why only the wounds in the upper half of the body bled straight down.
string I mentioned before was thin but sturdy. It was all over the room, holding the body's upper half in place. That's the reason only the corpse's neck had marks on it. The culprit then retrieved all the string that kept the corpse in place from outside the door. And with nothing to support it, the top half of the corpse fell back to the floor, just like how it was discovered.
It appears this locked room mystery will finally be solved.
Huh? When did that happen?
Maybe you're supposed to recreate
Now we gotta
the
do it
locked
again?
room in the same way the Cult Master. You know the.
Right.
You have to recreate.
Oh, we gotta...
Maybe you got the first. Maybe you got the first.
Oh, we got tied to the later.
Maybe you got the first. You need to
Oh,
tie
okay.
the fish.
Oh, okay, I can... What the fuck?
Maybe you got the first.
For the vent? Oh, okay.
After that, in terms of
The
Does this look, Master? You.
That's... And then the fishing line passed through the eye to somewhere else.
no, but you proved.
Oh, is that it? Oh, that only goes to one place.
Right. Here. Now, it's clear that the line passed through the vent, the doll's eye, and ended beneath the neck.
Hang on. Why pull the line through the doll first? Can't you just start by pulling it from under the body?
To support the body's weight, the line needs to pass through the doll first, as it was fixed in place. Next, the fishing line.
There are 3 points with think it over one. There are 3 think it over.
Back through the thing?
Now, this kept the corpse's upper torso in place. The room has been completely prepared. So next... The culprit exited... The key was thrown through the gap in the vent. If the culprit managed to drop the key next to the corpse, the only thing left was to untie the line. The corpse, which was
If you
supported
missed
only
the
by the
throw,
line,
you would
would
have
fall
missed it
face
out,
up
right?
on top of the key.
It's still pretty unlikely.
That's how the
Because the
culprit
door was
created
already
the
locked.
locked
You couldn't
room.
get the key back.
Hooray! You did it! That's my master!
The bloodstains were strange. The length of the nails driven into the upper and lower body were different. The nails on the upper half didn't penetrate all the way through the body, but the nails on the lower half went all the way through and into the floor. That was how the lower half could be secured, while the upper half could still be moved around.
That sure was tricky, but you managed to solve the mystery behind it. Speak of which...
This is probably another clue leading to the culprit. I'm not sure how we use it. Still, it must be used for something. Hold on to it for now. Let's solve the...
Leaves one more.
The first locked room had an old geezer. If you think you're... Are you going to... Oh, did we get trapped inside a locked room again? But if the mystery isn't solved, then I won't escape this place. Trapped in a cramped room with these two. Sounds kind of fun, actually.
I have no intention of playing along with your fantasies. Yuma, hurry up and take care of this.
Yeah.
Once again, there's
This
no
is
window.
where our post-cognition allowed us to see the crime scene as it was in the past. Those are...
There's a vent, but it was the vent this time. I don't know. No. No? Oh, it is through the vent this time. Has to be the vent.
Here. I know. What about the vent?
You believe the culprit escaped through the vent?
Yes, I'm sure of it. When I saw the crime scene with your post-cognition, the screws on the four corners of the vent cover were removed. Which means the culprit must have escaped from there.
How ludicrous. You're saying the culprit escaped from the vent? That's impossible.
Master, poke him full of holes until he's a makeshift golf course.
What does that mean?
Oh, wow, only one key.
How ludicrous. They used the vent. That's utterly impossible. Think of where that vent is. Isn't it pretty high up? There's no way you could get there. Even if the cover was removed. There's no foothold to use to reach it.
I'll slash through this mystery.
It stepped on a nail. This was pretty, like, I don't know. But yeah, climbing through a vent, yeah, that's
Some of the nails
claustrophobic.
stuck in the bottom of the vent were bent downward. The culprit used the nails driven into the wall as footing to reach the vent. The weight caused the nails to bend.
So you're forced to fight this way every time. Quite the test of endurance.
Yeah, no kidding.
However, solving the mystery itself was simple. The nails were used as footing to escape through the vent. Did you find that out using my post-cognition?
Yeah. Without your help, this case would have been impossible to solve.
You'll never be considered a full-fledged detective until you can handle a case like this on your own.
Sorry.
You got lectured again. Sucks to be a rookie, huh? Anyway, let's head out. We'll use the nails on the wall as footing, just like you deduced.
Right, let's hurry.
The mystery lab, I must ask.
You mean like an emergency exit? Unfortunately, I don't think that exists.
An emergency exit, huh? Well, there is one, kinda.
There...
But it doesn't solve anything. You'll just go right back to the mess you came from. Besides, to use the emergency exit, you'll have to pay a heavy, heavy price.
And that is...
Don't worry about it. Using it here wouldn't help anyway.
We're gonna have to eventually use the emergency exit, aren't we?
Never mind. Just concentrate on solving the mystery.
Got it.
There it is! Another treasure! So, who's gonna open the treasure chest this time? How about, whoever looks like they'd win a character popularity poll? Oh, that's me! Alright, another solution key!
Looks like another clue leading us toward...
Considering the culprit used those nails as footing, they would have to be nimble. And given the size of the vent, only someone thin could fit through it.
So the culprit must be thin. We're narrowing down the possibilities quite nicely.
Keep it up, Master! This is all thanks to my training.
It still doesn't narrow, like other than the big guy. Like,
That's it for all the locked rooms.
everyone else is
We
pretty.
make a pretty good team. Don't you think so?
Well, what do we do from here? I see. The way forward is clear. It must be due to solving all of the locked room mysteries. Now let's go.
Right.
Again, I gotta ask, who's supposed to be the protagonist here?
I see. Now let's go.
This place is creepy.
Don't be afraid to roll the dice. You must keep pursuing the truth. Emotions must be discarded to reach a perfect solution through a perfect deduction. Isn't that right?
Yes. Is this some dungeon?
What is the meaning of this? Let me out of here!
Let me out! I'll kill your ass in the name of God!
I have nothing to do
Well, the
with
servant's
the
definitely
case.
out of the run.
I'm not the culprit! Let me go!
Worshipper definitely.
Wow, they're all here!
So
it could
now
just
we must
easily
pick
be
out
me,
the
though.
true culprit of this case.
The true culprit.
Yuma, you solved all the locked room mysteries before you made it here. You should have all the clues and evidence you need to accuse the culprit.
What makes one of
To
them
be
stand out
honest,
more than the other?
when I first met you, I thought you were rather pitiful.
You sure are honest.
But my opinion of you has improved. These mysteries have brought you closer to becoming a true detective. Now tie up all the loose ends and prove that I am not
Like, who's
mistaken about
nimble?
you. With your logic, anything is possible.
All right, I'll try.
Ooh, somebody's guilty. My heart's pounding.
See?
I'm not the nail man.
How can I?
Okay.
How can I be the nail man?
Okay, well, I don't think it's the woman because her
Nail man.
her right hand is messed up, right? Like it couldn't be her.
I'm not the culprit.
What the hell?
How can I be the nail man?
It's either the worshipper or the priest.
I'm
not the nail man.
I don't know what disqualifies
I'm not the
one of them.
culprit.
I just gotta say, like,
How can I
his
be the
like
nail
him
man?
discovering all 3 bodies first is like the most suspicious. So I'm gonna. No?
Huh?
Okay.
Considering all the evidence.
How can
Well,
I
I
be
guess
the
him
nail
being
man?
there means he couldn't have been.
I'm not the culprit.
Yeah. He was there. Well, I don't know. I just found him finding the bodies first
The
for all 3
culprit
times. The most
is you, Father.
most suspicious.
What? That's an absolutely.
Oh right, he's not part of the.
Ridiculous thing
He's
to
not part of
say.
the worshipper's not part of the church, so he couldn't actually
You're
get
saying
access
the
to the incinerator.
priest,
It had to
a
be the
man of the cloth, is the culprit. That's impossible. How dare you spew such nonsense?
Right! Do not make baseless accusations. The culprit has to be someone else.
Yuma, can I leave this to you?
It's not a baseless accusation. You're the only one who could possibly be the culprit.
Master, you're acting like a real detective. Go on and boom kill him.
Wait, there's 2 of them now? Okay, well there it is.
I'm a man of the
Key
cloth.
crazy. That doesn't mean anything.
It's total blasphemy. I'm not the mailman. That's it. The first one to discover the body. The mailman is the worshiper.
He needed access to the incinerator.
The rope ladder used in the clock tower's locked room was found in the incinerator, which only clergy can access. The worshipper may be a regular churchgoer, but he's no clergy member. So he's no longer a suspect.
Shut up! Shut up! Ridiculous! A member of the church is the culprit? Even so, I am not the culprit. There are others working for the church. Yes, there's the servant. The servant must be the nailman. The servant was able to commit the crimes.
Then, yo, we bash came in here. But in this case, I guess I ruled him out.
Climbing up to the underground casino's window with only nails for footing would require considerable agility. Judging by the size of the window, there's no way someone of his size could have committed the crime.
It was a vent, but sure.
No, no! Absolute lies! The nun must be the culprit. She's dead, and also works at the church. The nun was absolutely able to commit the crimes. It's not like she's afraid of heights. She used the nails to climb. And you know she's always saying, "I'll kill your ass in the name of God." It's clear she's the ruthless soul.
Oh, damn, we messed up. Okay.
But
Oh, I figured just a
The
hand.
nun must be the culprit. She's dead, and also works at the church. The nun was absolutely able to commit the crimes.
Oh, right. Oh.
Say,
but
The nun must be the culprit. She's dead, and also
Oh, right,
works
right,
at the
right,
church. The nun was absolutely able to commit the crimes.
Nope. Her arm was messed up. Couldn't do the, I was gonna say like the ladder or whatever, but she needed both
in
hands.
the mansion study's locked room, the culprit tossed the key behind the corpse with perfect aim. With her dominant hand injured, the nun couldn't have done that, which means she's not the culprit.
It's kind of weird. They make you like pick which one it is first,
It's not
and
the
then do the
churchgoer, the
reasoning.
servants, or the nun. There's only one option left. Father, it's you. You are the nail man.
Hey, say something quick. Otherwise, they'll pin me as the culprit.
Well,
Ah, you're useless. I am a priest in service to God. I am not the nail man.
It's time to do the section with the portraits. No?
what god would make you this ugly?
All your proof is nothing but fantasy. You don't have a single piece of hard evidence.
Hard evidence?
But Master, you do! It's easy.
Based on the facts, the priest must be the culprit. The decisive evidence that proves it is, I don't know.
A detective must always prioritize solving a case. Listen, a detective isn't an arbiter of justice. Unraveling a case is top priority, even with questionable methods.
What do you mean?
In short, you must get them to confess. Use everything in your arsenal, even if it requires bluffing.
Use everything?
Don't hesitate to use anything that might give you an advantage. Emotions must be discarded to reach a perfect solution through a perfect deduction. Always remember that.
A bluff? But what could I use as a...
Now I gotta go back into the fight. Change into his boss form.
Enough with your stupid fantasies. Everything you say is nothing but a fantasy.
not.
Do you have any proof that I'm culprit? Did you find my fingerprints?
No, I think it's probably the footprints.
Did you find my blood? Of course there's no evidence.
This is the truth.
You left clear evidence at the clock tower's crime scene. There were footprints left under the window in the mud. When we inspected them, we found out they perfectly match your footprints.
Impossible! I already burned those shoes in the incinerator.
You gave yourself away.
I mean, can you really do that? This isn't actually him.
I swear, I only enacted justice in the name of God.
Looks like it worked. Good job, Yuma.
Thanks.
Carnine Ward is rotten to the core. To save it, someone had to get their hands dirty. Those slain were the evil incarnate that harmed others. That's why the people asked the nailmen to kill them. Evil must be punished. And so all I did was slay evil.
If someone hates somebody bad enough, they give that name to the Nailman. And this priest went around killing those people as the Nailman.
The urban legend offered targets for murder.
A priest is supposed to be the voice of God, but he went around killing people because someone wanted them dead. What is awesome!
It's terrible. It's insane to think that he'd kill people for a reason like that.
That could be said about all murders. Insane people kill for insane reasons. Anyway, you did it, Yuma. My expectations of you weren't wrong
There's
after
usually
all.
pretty clear reasons for it.
Is it finally over? Huh.
Yeah, the soul of the true culprit who created this mystery labyrinth should appear. And since it didn't, it looks like this isn't over yet.
Huh?
There are still mysteries related to the Nailman killings within this mystery labyrinth.
Well, I'm out of time.
We solved all of the locked rooms and discovered the true identity of the Nailman. Was I wrong? But the priest even confessed to it.
Calm down, Yuma. There's no need to panic. If the Nailman's identity is exposed and all mysteries are yet to be solved, then most likely someone else's agenda is involved in this string of killings.
Someone else's agenda?
Meaning the Nailman didn't work alone.
You mean there's another culprit? But
Yuma, if you consider no mystery concludes with a dead end, there is nothing we detectives cannot solve.
all right.
We have to review these killings from a different perspective. Out of the 4 locked rooms, if any of them were hiding a mysterious secret, it would be the room that's obviously different from the others.
Different?
Master, I get the feeling you want my help. Isn't that right? That's what you want, right?
Huh?
Oh, fine. I can't say no to you, and you're so helpless like that. Okay, Master, lay it all out. Good luck!
What one that's different? Oh. The first one's relatively simple, right? You just walk through an event. Last one? Okay, let's go look at those. One of them had no, one of them's not strength. Right? Dark Gallery. The third one.
Hurry on over! Tick-tock,
Deaf.
tick-tock.
Okay, it would be deaf, right?
You can do it, Master! Great! Nice! That's right! Go, go, go! Keep that up!
How much is left? Oh, I really don't have too much more time, but whatever.
I see. So the cause of death for the victim at the art gallery storage is the only one that's different.
Right. The victims in the other locked rooms were all strangled to death.
Is it a copycat?
All had strangulation marks and scratches, defensive wounds. The victim in the third locked room had strangulation marks, but no signs of resisting. There's also evidence of blunt trauma to the head, which can be considered the fatal blow.
The marks could have been made after the victim died, so as to appear as if strangulation was the cause of death. The real cause of death is blunt force trauma. Here's another obstacle. Yuma,
Right!
how would they have
Right
known
here.
that about the strangulation? Because that wasn't public, right? That was not public information.
The strangulation was faked to imply this crime had the same perpetrator as the other 3 incidents. By
It had to
making
be
the crime
somebody
seem
from
as
within the
similar as
Peacekeepers,
possible,
because that was
it
that
appeared
information was
that the
touched up.
mailman was responsible for an unrelated murder. Which means this was a copycat crime.
I agree.
Seth?
Among the string of mailman killings, there could be some that were done by copycat criminals.
That has to be
I mean,
why
this
the
is
mystery
probably a
labyrinth still
worship.
remains, even after discovering the mailman's identity. So who is the copycat criminal?
Indeed, we need to
All right.
Also a member of the...
You're accusing me of being the copycat criminal? What the? You're accusing...
No.
I told you already. I have nothing to do with
He
this.
was there. I mean, he was there in a lot of... Okay. Maybe? Who else would have non-public information, right? Yeah.
You are the copycat criminal.
Because he was, like, so obsessed
Me?
with Nailman
What are you
killings that
talking
he had...
about?
He knew about the cause.
I told you all about the Nailman, and even cooperated with your investigation. And now you think I'm a murderer? Are you fucking kidding me? This is crazy. Your investigation isn't worth
The
shit.
Bane costume.
I'll crush you to dust, you filth!
Like, non-public information is almost certainly the one.
Why accuse me of being the culprit? I was just first on the scene. Why do you think I'm a copycat criminal? It could have all been the Nailman. The cause of death was just different each time, yeah?
Oh. I got the...
Why accuse me of being the culprit? I was just first on the scene. Why do you think I'm a copycat criminal? It could have all been the Nailman. The cause of death was just different each time, yeah? Yuma.
Oh, you shield.
Even if there was a copycat criminal, why is it me? The servant could be the copycat. The nut could be the copycat. Anyone could have done it.
I'll slash through this mystery.
The cause of death in the art gallery was blunt force trauma, faked as a strangling to resemble the Nailman's MO. But the murders all being strangulations wasn't made public right away. The only ones who knew that were those who actually set foot on the crime scenes. That includes the mailman himself, the peacekeepers, and the first eyewitnesses on the scene. Which means you could have committed the murder in the art gallery.
What's wrong with this,
Master, after him! Beat some sense into that
What's wrong with
sensitive,
this parish, man?
nonsensical phantom!
We got 2 murderers.
What?
Do the running section.
For the first on the scene to also be the culprit is rather cliche.
He was always suspicious, but because the real mailman was someone else, I didn't connect the dots.
He was fascinated by the Nail Man, and by studying him, he eventually knew more about him than anyone else. Ultimately, he became the Nail Man.
It's ironic that he exposed his own crime by knowing too much about the other ones.
Master, the truth is right there! My radar is banging like crazy!
Banging?
Alright, this is probably the end.
Go away! I won't let you! You have the truth!
Looks like we've arrived at the final stage.
If we make him submit, we'll completely solve the mystery labyrinth. Master, don't let your guard down.
Yeah.
I really don't think you need this section. Okay. What did I do to make my monster grow moment?
Let's do this, Master!
It doesn't move her head, which is super weird.
You will never destroy this board! Damn you! Stop it! Shut up! Damn this! Stop with your lies! Everything was done by the Nail Man! I'm not the culprit! How dare you accuse me when you have no proof? You didn't even check the crime scenes back then!
Oh, okay.
You're wrong! Huh? Come on! Thanks to Halaris Forte, we were able to see what each crime scene looked like at that time.
My power allows me to see the moment the first witness saw the crime scene. Not the culprit, not the victim, but how it appeared when a third party first entered.
We used post-cognition to gather all the evidence.
Time to find him!
Wrong! Shut up! Stop it! Get away from me! Damn it! Why you? Get away from me! Get away! Get away! Get away! Who cares if you use post-cognition? You only saw what I saw as the first person on scene! No clue will help lead you to the culprit! You're never gonna find the culprit! What you saw is only what I saw the moment the corpse was discovered!
Okay, I don't know why it has to, but okay.
Halaris post-cognition showed, and according to the art gallery staff member's testimony, that was your doing. You went into the crime scene first, and the art gallery employee behind you noticed you knocking over the paint can. But Halaris post-cognition only shows the scene when the corpse is first discovered. So if you were the first person to find the body, the scene before the paint can fell over would have been recreated.
Paint can thing actually becoming really important.
But it wasn't. The paint can had already been knocked over when the corpse was discovered. That means the first person to find the corpse was the art gallery's staff member, not you.
The reason you didn't count as the first person to find it is because you're the culprit. This is the truth of the case.
Are two of them just gonna drop dead now?
Master, shove all your evidence into the solution blade and slash as hard as you can.
Oh, we have to do the recreation every time. Hope so. Completely forgot how to do this.
Step right up, step right up! A series of locked room murders based on an urban legend. Will we discover the true identity of the Nailman? Truth bombs are about to be dropped!
Alright, this is like the big summary. I don't know, we just went through it. I don't think we need this.
To solve the mystery of this string of events, we have to know who the Nailman is first. The Nailman is an urban...
I think we... how did this guy come up with these plans? Really elaborate. They have to know the room layout and everything. Some of these plans don't work if you don't know what the layout of the rooms are. Stinks, dude.
The priest! You're the nail man!
And the copycat is someone who knows that all of the victims were strangled to death.
Because he was the first witness in each case, the person capable of replicating the mailman's crimes is...
The Worshipper! You're the copycat criminal!
Good thing it's like,
This
yeah, they
is
drag
the
it.
truth of the case.
Wow, cheaper price to win. Alright.
What's that?
It's the truth. The soul of the true culprit who built this mystery labyrinth.
I see. It looks otherworldly, but there's an ominous air around it.
Thank you, Halara. I was only able to make it this far thanks to you.
I only kept my part of the deal. You made the right choice hiring me. But I will say one thing. You've taken another step toward being a detective. That much is certain. I, Halara Nightmare, acknowledge you.
Is she gonna forget all this when she goes back to
Really,
reality? I'm assuming
Halara?
so.
You do?
Alright, all eyes on Shinigami!
What's about to happen?
Oh, isn't it obvious? It's the moment we've all been waiting for! Time to boot kill the bad guy! Surging bloodlust. Overflowing despair. The brilliant soul of Shinigami shall expunge this cursed case! Death to all deplorables! Ruin to the vile mystery labyrinth! Starting shining crystal glorious stellar spiral!
Why is it heart shaped? They just immediately drop.
Father?
Are you alright?
What's going on? What happened to those two?
There's no pulse. They're dead.
Dead? What?
What? What is this?
I sure worked hard today. Feels so good to boom kill the murderer.
The mystery labyrinth crumbles when you reap the soul of the true culprit. Then, the cause of the mystery labyrinth's creation pays the price by vanishing with it. I knew this would happen, but it still hurts to see someone die before my eyes. It's like I killed them myself. No, I did kill them. I killed them with the ruthless blade of the truth.
There. Humans boom kill cows and pigs all the time and eat them. You don't feel bad about that, right? These were the souls of deranged murderers. At least you didn't eat them. If you look at it that way, there's nothing to feel bad about at all.
It's not so simple when it comes to people dying.
Hey, hold on. Too much is...
We shall talk at headquarters. Follow me there immediately.
Is it just me, or are things more complicated now than before entering the mystery labyrinth?
Oh, you want help? Are you going to rely on me again? Oh, fine. I can't say no when you ask for help.
Huh? Wait, what? She can possess bodies?
Ah! He came back to life!
Sorry about that. You see, I'm actually the nail.
What?
These are my final words, so I can't lie.
Ah.
I'm the nail man. The worshiper laying there is just a copycat criminal. Search the church for the tools used in each crime. I'm sure you'll find plenty of evidence. If you think I'm lying, go ahead and check it out. Thanks!
What? Ah. Okay, she can possess bodies.
I do that. But that was a super lazy confession. Will it work?
That should do it. We even have witnesses, so this case is closed.
The priest mumbled something, but I couldn't quite hear him. Anyway, everyone here will be taken to Amaterasu Corporation at once.
What?
It wasn't effective at all.
He's so stubborn. This is why I hate authority.
Do not respect their authority.
What do we do?
Wait, I hear a motorbike. Something is heading this way at an alarming speed.
It can't be.
Where is that coming from?
No. What are you doing here?
Who are you?
You dare speak so carelessly? Who do you think I am?
The hero who defends peace and order upon Iward. Director of the Amaterasu Peacekeepers. The Honorable Yomi Hellsmile.
Aw, his name is Yomi Hellsmile. Probably a bad guy, you know? Just a guess.
The Peacekeepers director?
So he is the head of the Peacekeepers.
Now you know, small fry. Bow down.
No need to be alarmed. Benevolent Director Yomi is here to help. Oh, excuse me for the late introduction. I am Vice Director of the Peacekeepers, Martina Electro.
She's my beloved right hand. No one else gets to have her.
What's with him?
Master, be careful. This Yomi guy.
Oh, even
is
Shinigami.
dangerous.
Huh?
I've never seen anyone emit such a dangerous aura before.
He's...
So...
Oh, right. I was so focused on my beloved right hand that I completely forgot.
As mentioned earlier, Director Yomi is here to help. I hear you've been troubled by Seth's unreasonable treatment. Is that right?
Huh? Director Yomi, what is going on here? Why am I...
We have discovered you've been receiving sizable kickbacks for facilitating donations meant for the church. We now know why you were so desperate to clean up all the Nailman killings. After all, it would be troublesome to lose access to all that money if the priest was arrested as the Nailman.
Wait, please. Director Yomi,
Oh, you should
I
never
did
say
this
stuff
under
like
your
that. You
orders.
get Epstein, buddy.
Did you say something? Because I didn't hear a thing.
I only did this...
Seth, you make me sad. I'm the hero and defender of peace in this city. My peacekeepers are proud soldiers of that mission. And yet, you let yourself be corrupted. How could you? Seth, for the sake of the peacekeepers and the peace of Kanai Ward, die.
Taking advantage of your position as a peacekeeper executive is a serious crime. The punishment must be severe.
Yeah, I'm annoyed my own underling would betray me like this. I'm so annoyed, I'd go insane if I didn't toy around with my beloved right hand.
It's an honor.
He's terrible. Like a lizard cutting off its own tail to survive.
Someone like him is in charge of the Peacekeepers?
Don't look him in the eyes. Don't talk to him either. If possible, don't even breathe the same air as him. Though it's probably too late for that.
To our shit-for-brains friends playing detective. Looks like I have to give you a warning. Know your place in my city and stay there. Follow the rules and don't disturb our peace. Or I'll need you to die!
In this city, Director Yomi is both the law and the peacekeepers itself. Defying us means you defy law and order. You will receive fitting treatment for such behavior.
Before, you were insignificant specks of dust. But now that you've banded together, you've become an eyesore. Detectives, my ass. Annoying little shits.
Wow. That's not very nice.
Let's go, my beloved right hand.
Yes, Director Yomi.
Looks like we've been targeted by someone dangerous.
Yeah, thanks to you. One wrong move and it would have been all over. You got that?
I'm sorry.
No buts. None. How did this happen anyway?
Laura, help me out. Please explain what happened. You said you acknowledged me as a detective, didn't you?
What? When did I say that?
Yep, she loses her memory.
Such a shame,
Yep,
Master.
that's what I figured.
Everything that happens in the Mystery Labyrinth gets forgotten. Hilara's memory must have been wiped after entering and leaving the labyrinth. Nothing inside the Mystery Labyrinth can be taken into the real world. Not even memories. Unless you have a contract with yours truly, that is.
But I thought Hilara and I had finally reached an understanding.
Memories from up until you enter the Mystery Labyrinth are retained, like the debt you owe for your assignment.
That's awful!
Hey, Yuma?
By the way, our submarine office is tipping over. Are you sure the peacekeepers didn't mess with it?
What? I have to go back in with Yuma? Help me out! Follow me!
Yuma, it was supposed to be time for your solution, but we've ended up in a mess.
Huh? Yeah.
Before they could be accused, the true culprit suddenly died. It's my first time dealing with such a thing. Still, I do remember this. You did your absolute best to try and solve the case.
Social link,
huh?
You should be proud.
Oh, Laura.
Look, the chief is calling for you. You should go.
Right. Thank you.
Alright, let's save and finish it. Ooh, that went longer than I expected. Oh, never mind. There's probably just a cutscene.
Are you serious? A Peacekeeper executive was taking bribes from the church?
If Director Yomi said so, it would be considered the truth, even if it isn't.
What about the priest being the nailman?
It's going to be publicly announced as the truth. It appears the priest's strong desire to save others turned him into the nailman. He saw people wishing for revenge as they hammered those nails in the forest, and decided he needed to save them. That was the motive, though it could all be a story made up by the Peacekeepers.
So what about the kitty cat criminal?
You mean the copycat?
That one was already publicized as well. They say the copycat did it out of admiration for the real nailman.
And in the end, he felt so much guilt that he poisoned himself? None of this really makes any sense.
That sure didn't look like death by poison to me.
It's me! I did it along with that detective kneeling in penitence over there.
It would make more sense to assume Yomi killed them somehow, especially when you consider the timing.
Yomi Hellsmile, the director of the Peacekeepers, the leader of our enemy.
I heard he rode in on a dragon.
No, it was a motorcycle.
From what I've investigated, the Peacekeepers' influence is gaining ground at Amaterasu Corporation. There's some sort of power struggle going on.
Okay.
Seems like they're getting their way internally. I hear that their boss, Yomi, is extraordinarily dangerous.
Extraordinary.
It's only a matter of time until the Peacekeepers gain complete control of the corporation. When that happens, they might outright attack the World Detective Organization.
Perhaps the WDO made its move because they saw the warning signs. If that's the case, it could have something to do with Kanai Ward's ultimate secret.
Oh yeah, what's the deal with Kanai Ward's ultimate secret? We still know nothing about it, huh?
It doesn't seem to have anything to do with the Nailman incident. I wonder what it could...
Sheesh, so much to deal with. This sounds exhausting.
Didn't I tell you that?
We have to obey directives from number one, no matter how difficult they are.
Well, we got some very talented master detectives gathered here. I'm sure it'll be fine. So much. No, everything changes from now on. Yuma, you can take a seat. Don't stick your neck out recklessly from now on, for everyone's sake. Got it?
Hey, we worked super hard. I'm so stressed I could die. Oh wait, but I can't die.
Do we have a visitor? That's rare. Yuma!
Sure.
Alright, we're gonna call it here. Continue this tomorrow. Right.